So I am going to vlog a little bit here more, and again, test the products. I think for me, that's where it's been the most expensive. This is a Jim Dandy little rig. Garmin, this is the way I went before. Now it's going 1.71. Map my run is sitting at about 2. Okay? Do not, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this strongly. I would say do not buy this. Do not buy the Garmin Fenix 5. You know, it's showing 4. And what that means, basically I walked into a Canadian Tire. Like, it's just not a well thought out device. You know, tell me why. Here it is, this, and I'll tell you, it's 800 bucks. Why they could not put, now, why I'm at 1.7, when I stop moving, it automatically senses that I stopped moving. So it shuts it off, it shuts it down, right? That makes sense. I mean, Garmin, you've been at this for decades. Like, you should have this down pat by now. Like, this is ridiculous. Especially, you know, a watch like this. You know, that's, like, come on. You know, who are your designers? You know, what are they thinking? You know, that's all I got to say about that. Right? Map my run, okay, fine, you're free. Right? But, you know, there is a cost to just figuring out what equipment works for you and what you need. And I do got to get a pedometer. Pedometers are pretty cheap and they work pretty good. But I want to get something simple. When one foot hits and the other foot lifts and then back and forth, great. You know, I'm not going to have my phone on my hip. I still just don't trust the circuitries. You know, the radiation given off or whatever. But I'm going to tell you, just a little tracker, that'd be fine. But can you imagine, like, the difference between one Garmin device and the other? The cheap one, I am actually trusting more because it seems definitely more accurate. Paid just a little over 100. And this Garmin is, you know, they pay so much for. That should just be the cow's bells, you know. Doesn't have a ding, you know. I'll give it a gong, you know. It's no wrong. So anyways, that's my little grief. I'm gonna go older school, daily log instead of even vlog, you know, just so I can get this accurate. I want my kilometers accurate. So, you know, I can't have this, you know, if my 22,000 kilometers turn into 46, you know, by the wrong device, that's ridiculous, because I know, you know, it's great. I got nothing to brag about, you know, it's a bloody lie. So I'll definitely go with the lowest kilometers on this, and hopefully that's that's going to be, and it has been. I mean, when I look at my walk across Canada, my bike ride, it is pretty true. Canada, there were some dips and doodles too. So if you're looking at, Canada's a little over 7,000 kilometers. And then I didn't go to Victoria at that point. So I think it's Trans-Canada Highway 75 to 7,700 kilometers, something like that. I, on my bike, biking there and back, and definitely more direct than what I'm choosing now. It definitely was by my GPS calculations, the one similar to the one I just got. 14,632. That is, I think, pretty darn close. And it's tough to measure, even by a tire wear and whatnot. You know, you really, those measurements are a little off here and there, unless you actually, you know, depend on how you I'm going to do my best, let's put it that way. And I think with this little GPS device, it's going to be accurate. I just do, and as I was saying the other day, oh sorry, I didn't want to flip that around. I talk with moving my hand sometimes, so this just doesn't cut it. You know, every time I move my hand, it does something. If I go and flip into a store, I don't want to turn it off. I forget that it's on, you know, sometimes. So it's just not accurate for me. And I'm just going to ramble one more time. The little device, when you stop moving, it stops recording. When you start moving, it records. So any variations, it does that. Why they couldn't put that in this device, I don't know what they were selling me here. It's garbage to me. It's next to me just throwing it away. Or wrapping it up and sending it back to Garmin in a little tiny bow going, no. So there you go. Fenix, you disappointed me. Anyways, that's it.